Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to create the orthographic glass box. What? Orthographic glass box? That sounds like some kind of weird medieval torture device. Well, the orthographic glass box is just a picture box. Okay? Ortho means straight on, graphic means picture. So we are just going to be learning how to create straight on pictures of the six principal views of real world objects. All right. And when it's all said and done, it should make some kind of sense. So, welcome to the wonderful world of engineering drawing. So, the first thing we're going to do is, well, let's get with a basic understanding. What are we going to produce? We're going to produce a box, but then we're going to unfold it out into all of its six basic flat sides so that you can see each part of that box. So when you look at the box, you see the front and the top and the side. Well, we want to show it unfolded, showing those same things. We want to show the front and the top and the right side and the back, the bottom and the left. So we want to be able to show that box. So let's do it. This activity, you're going to need some form of tool to use for a straight edge, uh, something with a 90-degree corner, and some kind of measurement tool. Okay. Uh, you can make the triangle like this out of a sheet of paper. This is just a folded sheet of paper, and I'll include in the description a video on how to make this triangle if you want to make one, or you can simply use the corner of any sheet of paper. Regular paper, all of it, you get it from the store, comes preset with a 90-degree corner. So you can use the corner of any paper or book to make your 90-degree measurements. But I like this triangle because it's a little easier to move around and draw with than a loose sheet of paper. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and we're going to create a horizontal line, uh, not quite in the center of the paper, and go all the way across the page. I use the 90-degree corner against the edge of my paper in order to try to make the line as close to perpendicular to the edge as possible, just so that I know that I have enough space. So what do I need? I need 6 total inches across to make this work. So I've got a ruler here. If you don't have a ruler, you just estimate 2 inches on your paper using like your thumb and put a mark at 2 inches. A ruler is preferred But the key is that you have a repeatable measurement. So if you come in and you create a repeatable measurement, I've got this mark right here, 0 to 2. That's going to be my 2-inch measurement. And since I have it on the paper, I can save myself the measuring over and over again. Now I can, like I said, I can estimate that 2 inches for this activity because the most important thing from here on out is that the measurement stays the same. Or I could, of course, the best option is to use a ruler and measure it. But once I have my measurement, it's just a matter of establishing some general marks. So, got first box, second box, third box, fourth box. So I have my box. Let's go ahead and use my triangle. Again, a right angle makes this easier because I can put the corner against the corner of my paper. And I'm just creating a 2-inch grid. And then we're going to turn our paper the other way. I'm going to establish grid going the other way. And we're going to run 2 inches in the other direction. So again, all I've done is I've established a grid on the paper that is 2-inch squares. And I need to make sure that I have 1, 2, 3 squares vertically, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4 squares horizontally. And if you wind up with extra grid squares like I do right now, doesn't hurt anything. They'll just be extra. All right. So here we have it. There's our grid. I'm going to establish my front just like we did before. Do it right here. And the front is going to be my central box. Okay. The rest of my boxes are going to be established from there. So I'm going to have right, left, back, top, and bottom. Let's go ahead and darken those lines around just those boxes. Now I've established my grid. Last thing to do is add a couple tabs. So let's just create a couple of tabs. We're going to need a tab here. We need a tab out here. We need a tab here. We're going to need a tab on the top or the bottom. A tab on the left. So we have this tab joins there, this tab joins here, this tab joins here, this tab joins here, this tab joins over here, and that tab joins over there. So there should be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tabs. And at this point, we're going to grab our scissors and we're going to cut it out. As you cut, make sure that you leave all the pieces together. We're not going to cut out the individual boxes. So just make sure that we have a continuous piece of material here. That's all said and done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so now we're back and we have our box, so you can see it. Now the job is to fold along all of the lines to produce a cube. Fold on our tabs. Fold on the, if you made nice dark lines when you drew the corners, the folds will be really easy. The harder you pushed on the pen or pencil when you drew your corners, the easier the folds will be because that condensed the paper. So if you're having trouble folding, go back with your pencil or pen and darken those lines. Just push hard, which is rarely something I have to tell people to do twice. Most people push too hard most of the time. And now what you have is a cube net showing your box. And if you got a piece of tape, you might want to put that together, but I don't think we need to do that right now. So just go ahead and play with it until you get a nice, neat, folded up cube.